Trucker's Eye, back with you again for another video. Something a little bit different today. We have the head camera on. We are in the truck, driving along the Dock Road in Liverpool. We'll take a look at Everton's new stadium. We'll also take a look at yet another half-baked cycle lane, along with some other noticeable landmarks along the way, just like the Mersey Tunnel ventilation outlet on our right. We are heading away from the city centre, and on the left is Jesse Hartley Way. Remember that name. Just appearing in the distance is Everton Football Club's new stadium. On the left is Liverpool Waters, a £5.5 billion regeneration scheme. Don't get too excited though, it's going to take 30 years to complete. Just coming into view is the separated cycle lane. Up to this point, cyclists share the pavement with pedestrians, despite there being ample space for the separated cycle lane to have been extended. Just on the right is 10 Street Social. It's an event space that also serves food. It looks small from the outside, but on the inside it's like walking into the TARDIS. The large building on the right is the tobacco warehouse. This is currently undergoing a massive renovation to turn it into 550 luxury apartments. It was built in 1901 and is a Grade 2 listed building. Today, it is still the largest brick building in the world. In front of us is Bascule Bridge. It was the first ever mechanical bridge built in the world. It was designed and built by Jesse Hartley, the man who also designed Liverpool's Albert Dock. The bridge was built in 1932 and is also a Grade 2 listed structure. Back in 2008, the bridge was suddenly closed after a routine safety inspection found the bridge to be badly corroded. The bridge needed to be renovated, or totally removed, and a new bridge put in its place. It was decided that the historical value of the bridge was too great, and so it was refurbished at a cost of £600,000. It reopened 2 years later. In 2023, the bridge was used in the Taylor Swift music video for her song, I Can See You. Swift never actually set foot in Liverpool during the making of the video. Next to the bridge is Stanley Dock. In days gone by, boats using the port of Liverpool would need to pay their taxes. Any ships that didn't pay were brought to Stanley Dock. The bridge would then lift up to allow the boats in, and then close again, effectively locking the boats up until they had paid their port taxes. On the right just past the bridge is the Titanic Hotel. On the left is Everton's brand new stadium. As you can see, it is knocking off time for some of the workers. I bet this guy riding away from us on the bike is popular on the site. Everton's team colours are blue. Their city rivals are Liverpool, and they play in red. He also has a look about him that is similar to that of Liverpool manager Arne Slot. On the right is the Bramley Moore pub. The stadium is built on Bramley Moore Dock. One of the planning permission stipulations for building the stadium was that the dock wall remained intact. A lot of preservation work has also gone into restoring the hydraulic engine tower, yet another Grade 2 listed building. The tower originally contained the steam engine that operated the locks to the dock, along with the pump that transferred water from one dock to another. The beeping you hear from the truck is the speed limit notification. All new vehicles under EU law have to have speed recognition fitted. The whole of this road has a speed limit of 30 miles an hour. I am doing 30 miles an hour, but the truck is telling me it thinks it has seen a sign and that this road is 10 miles per hour maximum. This is a problem a lot of drivers with new trucks are also experiencing. Just another bit of bureaucratic nonsense to annoy us all. The guy on the bike has now crossed the road from the cycle lane. He should probably ride on the road rather than on the pavement. I fully understand why he does this. He probably doesn't want to impede any traffic behind him, such as myself. Ideally, he would be able to stay on the cycle lane, but there isn't a gap for him to turn right into the right-hand turn he wants to make. Another bad design. We pass more docks on the left. First up is Huskisson Dock, and then we'll come across the bulk powder terminal. This is located in Canada Dock. Just in the distance you will see the blue and beige building. This is the rice and grain store. Coming up prior to the rice mill on our right is the River and Roads Cafe and Bar, one of the latest additions to this end of the dock road. Here is where the separated cycle lane ends. You'll also see Norton's scrap metal plant and a conveyor over the road. This takes the metal across the road to the dock, where it is then loaded onto ships and then exported. Cyclists are now once again sharing the path with pedestrians. I'm not sure whether I would want to ride down there on my bike. You'll see all of the sludge from the workplaces. It's not practical for the separated cycle lane to continue down this section of the road. It's the weekend, and there are no trucks today. On a weekday it will be busy with trucks waiting to deliver or collect goods. There is a container storage yard on the right. This was where this magnificent building once stood. It was the offices for Harland and Wolff, the company who built the Titanic. Sefton Council gave the green light for it to be demolished. The owners had said it had fallen into disrepair and was unsafe as it had been bashed with containers so often. Something more should have been done to save this historic building, but sadly it's now been gone quite a few years. We are almost at the end of our journey, and passing Cargills on the left. They produce food ingredients, such as vegetable oils and fats. On the right we pass a long-standing institution on the dock road, Blanche's Cafe. Either side of that you'll see two cheap and cheerful hotels. Dockside Lodge, and just a bit further behind us was the Regent Hotel. Finally we reach the end of the road, and the Sea Truck Ferry Terminal to Ireland, on the left. This is a freight-only service, so no cars are allowed on this ferry route. As we make our way back out of Liverpool, we take one last look at the new stadium and I do hope you have enjoyed the video. If you did, then please give it a like. More new content coming throughout the next few weeks, so stay tuned for that. So until then, what say you, Scylla?
It's ta-ra for now. Ta-ra then!